making chocolate. It's super easy. Have a little double boiler pot. And it goes inside any pot. And the steam is what melts the chocolate and the cocoa butter. So I have raw cocoa butter, or cacao butter. I'm going to melt that first. So as you can see, this is just slowly melting. The cocoa butter is melting. And I just have a couple inches of water in the pot below, and the steam is what is melting the cocoa butter. So, super easy. I have a little rubber spatula to mix it around. And I'm stirring it as it melts. Okay, so the cocoa butter is pretty much melted. I'm going to add a half a cup of either cocoa powder or cacao powder. If you're using cacao, it's going to be strong, so you just want to use a half a cup. And then you can add more, but you have to just taste it. You can add up to a cup of cocoa powder. Okay, so I have stirred and melted and mixed the cacao powder. I used a half a cup. Now I'm going to add 1/8 of a cup of inulin powder. And my inulin is from Jerusalem Artichokes. And it's from bulksupplements.com. And that gives it a nice sweet taste without adding any sugar. Okay, I'm going to add one more 1/8 of a cup, so 1/4 cup of inulin powder. And you want to lower, just gotta be careful you don't burn yourself with the steam here. I probably need a longer handled spatula. I'm going to do a tablespoon of carob powder to this batch. Okay, and then a half a teaspoon of monk fruit extract. That is the sweetener I'm using in this batch of chocolate. Okay. And I'm also going to be adding some peanut butter. I'd say about a heaping tablespoonful of peanut butter. If you are the creator of your chocolate, you can add shredded coconut, dried fruit, chopped nuts. And if you're doing that, it's recommended that you would not stir that into the chocolate itself, but you would want to put like a couple of, if you're doing coconut or nuts, you would put that in the mold and then pour the chocolate over it. So. Pretty much it, and I'm going to taste it and just kind of see how it tastes before I pour the molds. I'm going to taste it. Oh, it's really good. You would just taste it to see if you have enough sweetener, and kind of see if you want to add more cocoa powder, more peanut butter. It's really good. Might add, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. I feel like it could be a little more chocolatey. If you add more cocoa powder, you probably risk it just tasting a little bit more bitter and less sweet. There, that looks good. Taste it with a different spoon. Delicious. It's ready to pour. Okay, we are ready to pour. See, it has a little pouring spout. And you just pour the chocolate into the mold. Just like that. And I just put mine in the freezer and it was ready in about half an hour. I've read that you can put these in the fridge as well, but I'm just gonna put them in the freezer and leave them there, and when we want them, we'll take them out. So. Okay, so this is what one batch yielded. It was these 2 molds and 3 extra squares. So it's super delicious. It came out really, really good. So I gently just carried this over into the freezer on a flat surface. It's actually easier if you have like a small cutting board, and then you can put the mold on a cutting board and transport it into the freezer. Okay, chocolates are done. They came out amazing. And when they're done, it only really takes very little bit of time to freeze. This is what you have. You have beautiful sugar-free chocolates. And I got creative. These have macadamia nuts in them. So what I did was I just put a tiny bit of chocolate. I put a nut and then I covered it with chocolate. And I also ended up doing coconut. I did shredded unsweetened coconut in there. And they're gorgeous. They're delicious. They're sugar-free. And 100% natural. Look at that. They just come right out. So I'll go ahead and put all the links below. I did a lot of research, so I'll put the link for the molds, and I will put the, I'll try to find the ingredients on Amazon. I believe most of it's there. Yeah. And thanks for watching this video. I hope that you're able to enjoy some sugar-free chocolate sweetened with monk fruit and inulin. And definitely comment below if you end up making this or if you have any questions. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.